Okay. Okay. Then I think from that I got the response of people. They want to what you say. They are taking photographs since when they bought their mobile phones. They are taking photographs. They just want to learn the nuances. What I mean is the technicalities. What to be precisely to say, the skills that required to take a professional photography. So okay, in the previous class when we were discussing about the types of camera, no, in that how the camera can be classified is as the amateur, semi-professional and professional. The difference between amateur, semi-professional and professional, if you want to say, no, without knowing anything, doing all the works like taking photo, without knowing the techniques and technicalities of taking a photograph, is an amateur. Okay, not only the photographs, using any equipments or any device of professional requirement is an amateur, the semi-professional and the professional. Who is a professional? A professional who learn the skills and who know the skill. Okay, how to operate, what is the functionality and what is the technicality involved in it. So, okay, after knowing all the technicalities and properly using that equipment or instrument or device is known as a professional. We can take it the definition for even for this photography. And what response I got, majority of the response I got from the expectation is the people want to know, learn more about the techniques and the technical things that they don't know about photography. Don't worry, I will teach you the basic technique, because anybody can take a photograph. Okay, but here what matters is which is a good photograph. What a photograph means and what are the elements, what are the characteristics of a photograph. After learning these skills, and definitely I hope you all will become a professional photographers. That assurance I can give after taking up this course. And what I got from you people's your response is you want to know more about the technicalities involved in photography. Don't worry, I will be satisfying that need also in the technical part. Okay. So for initially for some few classes, we will have some basic what you say general presentation of general classes. Then we will go to serious, what you say, the technical business of photography, technical details of photography. And today also I have just a brief um, presentation of some 10 15 slides we will have. And I will give you, and as I said before, each and every class will be followed by an assignment, that is an activity. Okay, as how I gave it in the last class, just it's don't get worried about the activity and assignment and all. It makes you people to get in touch and real the practical exposure to get it. Okay, every class will be followed by an activity. And don't worry, I know I will give the activity from your side. What are your possibilities and feasibilities? Knowing that only I will be giving the activity. Okay, don't worry about that. Today we will have a presentation of a basic what we call in photography is you heard about this composition. So that is one of the basic technique of taking a photograph. Just a minute. Okay, that photography, the basics, learning the basics of photography. Just a minute, there is a technical issue. I will be. Okay, so one should know as I said, no, the amateur, professional, semi-professional. No, we should know the difference between a snapshot and a photograph. So a snapshot is a what you say. It's a casual photography. As amateurs know, no, they will be taking photographs. So it's a casual photography taken by an amateur with any handheld camera. As I said, the one more feature that how you can differentiate an amateur level camera and a professional level camera is the features that are more automatic will be in the amateur camera, amateur type of cameras, where it will help the amateur to take just a point and shoot uh, to take a snap. So that's why it's called as snapshot, where amateurs take the snapshots. And photographs is considered to be a more professional way after learning the skills on with the composition of all the elements and having necessary skills. Taking is called as the photographs. So here you can see two pictures. This is just a snapshot. Later classes we will discuss why this can be classified as snapshot and why this can be comes under photograph. So once after you learn all these elements now, then you people can easily tell why it is a snapshot and why it is a photograph. So what we are taking in our mobile phones or even in DSLRs or professional cameras, you decide you're taking snapshots or photographs. We'll see. So this is a snapshot and the right one is the photograph. Okay. So okay. So what? So how to differentiate these photographs? I don't want to take a snapshot. I want to become a photographer. So what is the basic rule and basic technique that one should learn to become a professional photographer is what they call it as composition. Okay, no, in photography, the composition it comes under in composition. There are a list of various factors and techniques one has to get practiced to take a good photograph. So, in the composition here in photography means the act of composing the image in the viewfinder. What you're going to see, as we discussed in the last class, the viewfinder, which will help you to see what is in front of the subject and what you're going to capture as a photograph. So, okay, the composition is the act of composing the image in the viewfinder, okay, which helps you to process the visual and organizing the elements that are going to place in front of the camera, how it has to be, okay, how the element or object has to be composed in front of the camera is has to be balanced and it has to look pleasant and the arrangement has to be pleasing. So, okay, so how this can be done? So, okay, here in photography, there is no right or wrong composition photography. A composition that conveys a photographer's, what do you say, the idea or message, intended meaning in an effective one, which composition will help will be the right composition. So there is no any perfect when it rule for especially if you want to tell it general, no, especially in creativity like photography, filming or scripting, no, there are no any in cinematography, no, there is no any rules and this is right and this is wrong. These are all conventions. Okay, conventions that helps to convey your meaning, intended meaning, or your story or your idea message to the viewers or readers or those who want to receive the message from that particular photograph. So composition in photography is all about arranging the elements in your photos for maximum impact. So it's just arranging the elements in your image, in your photo for maximum impact. So in that, this rule of third is matters. Okay, especially these rule of thirds are used in a landscape photography. You see, if you take any landscape photos, there are two types of photographs. It's a landscape and portrait. If the rule of thirds will mostly fit to the landscape photograph, it works for this. How you are going to compose. As I said, no, composition is how you are going to organize, arrange the elements in your scene or in your photo. So the rule of third simply says that instead of placing the main focus of interest in the center of the frame, which will be a little boring, where you have to keep it in the intersection, like you see, in these are the intersection points in the rule of third. For example, in many of the mobile phones now come with the feature of showing the grids. If you open your mobile phone and if you ask for support for grids, it will show these grid lines. Okay, the rule of thirds, you place your subject of interest in any of this intersection point. That makes your, you see, that makes the picture more interesting. See here, the building is placed in the intersection point, and in the right picture, the girl is placed in the intersection point. So this particularly to say, simply to say, the main focus of interest in the intersection point instead of the center of the frame. Because when the after the cinematography, if you there are different type of taking photographs. The television screen in olden days, which comes in the aspect ratio of 4:3. That means almost a square. After that, now what we are seeing the screen are all wide screens. Okay, wide screens. Okay, so just divide your screen into this composition rule of thirds and place your object of interest or subject of interest in the intersection point, which avoids boring and which will make a good composition of photograph, where you can see the difference. Okay, you take a placing your subject on the center and also as well as in the right or left intersection point, and you see the difference, what feel it is going to give. See here that animal is the object over here. So this will be more suitable for the landscape type of landscape photographs. And also in this portrait, how the subject of interest is placed in the intersection point. So keep it in mind, the rule of thirds, just divide the frame into three parts. Divide the frame. Frame means what you're going to view on the viewfinder, the image. Okay, divide into three and fix that 4 intersection points and keep your focus on any object of interest in the intersection points. Okay, and then keep it in mind the rule of thirds, and then this leading lines. So any photographs, you compose in such a way where it should lead a line towards some one way or some way, where it will create an interest. Okay, any photograph or any image, that should create an interest. First, it should convey your intended meaning or your message, and the second, it should create an interest where the leading lines, the perspective will help you to compose a good image. Okay, this composition in the compound wall. See the diagonal, using this diagonals. Okay, this diagonal. So what this diagonal is going to give for my photographs? The diagonals of the leading lines will give a more dynamic picture. So okay, even some invisible diagonals, which draws the attention between the 2 points which move around the subject and look what you are going to give. So most cameras have some sort of circular rectangle edged onto the glass, where this will help you to capture the thoughtful moments. As I said, it gives you a more dynamic feel to the picture. Okay, this leading. This is the leading line. Okay, this is the leading lines. Yeah, this way, and as rule of third, it captures here. Then the viewpoint. Okay, rule of, you can't see slides from when?
Sir, a few minutes before.
Which is the last
After
slide
rule
that
of
you are seeing?
Sir, I can
that
see.
rule of third, but I can't see, sir.
What about others?
Me too.
Me too, sir. I can't see anything.
Just a minute. I'll do that. Is it okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. The leading lines will give you a feel of a dynamic picture. Okay. Okay. Once you get to take photographs, you can learn more. Okay. about the field. It is just in the first class, the previous class, what we said. No, it's a drawing with light, which it's a creative art where you can express your feelings, where it will be received by the viewers. Yeah, the frame is the window. Yeah, why they name it as frame is means the window's frame. What you're going to show how you're going to see the world through this particular window. For example, what your viewer want to see, you are going to decide that window. You are going to decide that window what your viewer want to see. Okay, because in actual location or the spot we will be taking the photographs, we know what is there. It will be surrounded by the environment and the ambience with many subjects and elements. But as a photographer, we have to decide what the viewer want to see at that particular moment. For example, they should get, this is the world over there, this is the point over there, this is the interest that is happening there. If this is just hiding other things and your interest putting it in the frame or the window, that a photographer is going to decide. Okay, the viewpoint, or in other words, they used to say it as a viewpoint. What others you have seen on picture, no, what others has to see in your eyes, that is the framing or your viewpoint. Okay, and next, the camera angle. Okay, this is a brief introductory class. Later classes we will see technically how to what is the camera angle and what are the different types of shots. The camera angle is just the first above picture is a high angle, this is the low angle picture. Each and every angle has its own meaning. Okay, this high angle give you a feel of what you say, emphasizing the elements. Even if you take an ant in an high angle shot, no, it will give you an emphasis to that particular object or the subject. The low angle gives you some sort of what you say, the inferior feel. Okay, which is lower than that. Okay, as how in a classroom the students will be sitting, a person will be standing. Okay, a teacher students. Okay, teacher will be in high angle, the student will be in low angle. You can relate to with this with to any what is it, any situation, high and low. If you want to emphasize certain things, no, the temple towers or any towers, no, take it in a high angle. So if you want to not emphasize or suppress, no, take it, go for a low angle. So this is the language of the camera that we will be dealing in some other classes. What is the language of the visual, how you're going to communicate. So this is again a low angle, just emphasizing the vehicle and the particular thing. This is low angle shots. And one more thing is the motion, to capture the motion photography also. Okay, so even the techniques like what you say in photograph as shutter speed. Okay, that will help you to capture the motion. So even in the composition, how you're going to capture the motion is also an important taken perfectly with the help of the technique. That's what we call it as the adjusting the shutter speed. That once we get into that, no, we will see what is shutter speed, how to control it, and what a shutter speed will do in a camera, and how we have to control it, and what situation, what speed we have to fix it in a camera. That will come in practice. But anyhow, how it works we will see in the later class. And in that composition, even the lighting matters. Okay, this just backlight, just to highlight from the backside. You see, you can see the hairs glowing, no? Just this is an example for a backlight pictures. Side lights. Okay, side light. So okay, why I have planned it is a very, what you say, a very light presentation for you to start with the beginning. So what we have seen today is the composition, how one has to compose the photographs. Since you people are in your home, I think all are having your smartphone with you. Just reply.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
With a decent camera.
Yes, sir.
Like,
Yes, sir.
here I mean not a decent means a high quality camera. All are having your camera, no? Okay. in the okay. Here the quality doesn't matter. Quality means in the sense, sorry, that won't give that much quality, sir. My camera is just 8,000, sir, 10,000, just 2 megapixels, sir, 6 megapixel. Don't worry about that. The composition doesn't not going to assess the quality of your camera. That is megapixel. All these are the framing or composition, arranging elements. How you're going to view the camera. So the composition, with the leading lines, rule of thirds, the point of view and angle. Forget about motion. That exercise that you are going to do with your camera, mobile camera, is you can't capture motion in some of the cameras. Okay, only some costly high-end mobile cameras has this option to capture motion using the shutter speed control. Forget about this motion. Leaving this motion, all other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things you can try it from your mobile phone. Okay, just take it as an example. For each and every element, just take 2 photographs and send it to me. Okay, the rule of thirds, leading lines, the view, point of view, what you want to show what the viewers want to see. That what you have seen is the view, how you're going to frame. And angle, who is going to be the inferior or superior, or you're going to emphasize or suppress, use this angle technique and lighting. This aesthetic beauty and rule of thirds. Okay, just except motion, you can try all these things and you can take photographs and submit it to submit it through my email ID. So who is any representative from this group? Any class representative here?
I don't know. It's my first class. I don't know about that.
Okay.
No, sir.
Have you got your institutional email ID?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No. Okay. I think in last class itself, I have said, myself and Francis sir has also said that you have to get that institutional email ID. Then our classes will be very easy. That anytime you can upload your assignment, and where I can give instruction also at any time. You can open your inbox and you can view there.
Sir, Manas sir says that it will get soon.
It will get soon.
Institutional ID.
Even we have also informed Manas sir about that. Once you get that email ID, let me know. Okay, because using your institutional email ID and this online Moodle platform, the learning process will become more easy, because anytime, anywhere. Now you people are working anywhere, but the anytime instruction we can share it in a common way. That will help you for that Moodle. Okay, as I said, I am posting the assignments where you will get notifications. Once you post your assignments back, submit your assignments, I'll be getting the notification that you people have submitted the assignments. But that is not possible in now in due course, because I have given you some assignment, means you are sending through email. Okay, I have to take a record of all those things. That Moodle will help to keep track record of all the works that your people are submitting. Okay. As sir said, soon you will be getting the institutional email ID. Okay, I will also try from my side to get it soon. Okay. Is there any questions with this? You can ask. We can have a discussion.
This is a photographer class or graphic design class? I don't understand, sir.
Who is this?
I am Azhar, sir.
Which course you have selected?
I have selected the graphic design.
The first slide itself showing it as a photography basics.
Okay, sir.
Oh, you are there in the first slide, no?
I was not there.
Was not there. Wait. Azhar Khan.
Yes.
Then no issues. Okay. Then how you got this link?
I got link from a group, a WhatsApp group.
Sir,
No issues, because that is a confusion, because now all your whole class is there in that group. No, that's why people get confused. Okay. It's okay. To avoid this confusion, we will have a. Don't worry. I am not going to share any any link in the group, I will be sending individual emails, individual links to the your individual emails. Okay.
Sir, it's me. I think those who are have some network issues, so I have sent it to the group.
No issues, no issues. No, because no, some people won't be frequently checking their emails. Okay, but they are very more active in WhatsApp. That's why once they have missed it in email, also they can take it in WhatsApp. That's absolutely no issues. And don't worry, I am not going to share my class link in any of the WhatsApp groups. And those who have registered will get only the what you say, my email links.
My question
Good.
is that, sir,
Yes.
it is a class of graphic design or photographer?
This is a photography class.
Photographic design class.
No, no, no. There are two elective courses. Okay.
Yes, sir.
One
Yes,
is
sir.
photography and the other one is graphic design.
Yes, sir.
Graphic design is handled by Francis sir, and this photography I am handling this photography class.
Okay, sir. That's why I'm
You
saying because I have chosen graphic design.
okay, okay, okay. And for
Yeah.
okay. I know why this confusion has happened. I got it.
Yes. Yes, sir. That's why I'm asking this question.
No issues at all. Anyhow,
It's okay, sir.
you go and follow the Francis sir class because he will be giving some assignments maybe now. Okay, you go there.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir. Then okay, sir. No,
Okay,
no problem,
and
sir.
no issues. Okay, ma'am. Okay, and for photography students, okay, I am not going to
Okay.
share the Google Meet link in any of the WhatsApp groups. Okay,
Okay, sir.
I will send you the Google Meet
There
link.
is that.
Yes, yeah.
Yes, sir. Because the first class of Francis sirs I was not attending, and this is the misconception that happened to me, and I was thinking about that this is the graphic design class, but actually the term uses uh, by use. So that then I understand that this is the photographer classes.
Absolutely no problem. Absolutely no issue. Because okay, just this is our second session, second class. No, absolutely no issue. Okay, and
Okay.
I am giving this information for the photography students. I am not going to share Google Meet link in any of the WhatsApp. Okay, I will be sharing only to the
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
email IDs that you have registered. Okay, and don't post this
Okay, sir.
link to the common groups. Okay, if you put it in the common group, no, as how happened to Azargan today, they will be clicking and mistakenly they will be joining. It's not their fault because they don't know. They will be getting only the link. They don't know which class.
Yes, sir.
This is for photography. This is for graphic design. In the name of a
No, sir.
class, they won't be getting the link. They will be just posting the link.
Yes,
No.
but
Yes.
yes, sir. But it is a very good opportunity to learn something about the photographer.
Yeah. You see, today is a very, very, very basic class. It's just an elementary level of photography. Anyhow, yeah, I have planned to make it to a more technical and more heavy in later classes. Okay, if I
Yeah,
start
it's
giving
very
more heavy now, now if I start giving heavy, what you say, the presentations and
yes,
heavy
sir.
informations, no,
Okay, sir.
definitely they
Okay,
will
sir.
switch over to the other class.
Yes, sir. But it is a very absolutely it is a very interesting classes that I have heard.
Mm.
But unfortunately, I have selected the other classes,
No, you
other
see, I'll tell
courses.
you one thing. I'll tell you one thing. You see, those who have taken graphic design also will be getting a chance to learn what you say, learn photography in their other semesters. Okay, and those who have
Yes,
taken
sir.
photography here also will be getting an opportunity to learn graphic design in other classes. But the only thing is, here you will get more what you say, like a specialized information. Anyhow, you will be learning both composition,
Okay.
graphic designing, and photography.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much
Yes.
for the information, sir.
Okay, Azhar Khan. Okay, thank you. Welcome. As I said, yeah, the photography students, there are no, as I said, no, there are no rules for good photographs. There are only good photographs. How a good photograph can be taken, just knowing the techniques, nuances, and the skills. And it comes only with practice. Practice makes a man perfect. like that. No, even in photography, practice makes you to become a perfect photographers. Okay, photographer. Okay, you take up this assignment. I will try to get your institutional email ID soon. Okay, have you note down the activity for today's session?
Yes, sir.
There is no another link in the group of G. That is the confusion. Okay. No issues. Rule of third, just the intersection points. You see, you take two photographs where the making the subject of interest in the center of the frame, as well as what you say in the intersection points. You can see the feel the difference, how they where the what you say the interest focus of impact goes by the viewers. Okay, the rule of third in the intersection points and the leading lines. You can take any object at your home, in the roads, or in your garden. Take these leading lines or the diagonals, which will give you a feel of a dynamic picture. And a frame means it's a world. You fix a frame, that means a window. You fix a window, what you have to see through that window. Okay, to the viewers, this is the message to the viewers. Leading lines, that is the diagonals, and the intersection point, that is the rule of thirds, and this frame. Then additionally, if you have the facility, you try for the lighting also and the angles. Okay, we'll stop it for now. Okay, you practice it and you just send me an mail, not exceeding 10 photographs. Okay, you have to
Okay,
submit
sir.
not exceeding 10 photographs.
Okay, sir.
Maximum 10. Okay, which comprising all these things. And one more, your information, just name that image in that particular technique feature that I have given. For example, if you want to mention that particular composition, rule of third, no, take a picture and name the image as rule of third. 1 rule of third. Second picture as 02 rule of third. For example, if you're taking low angle, no, 01 low angle. The second picture is 02 low angle, 01 high angle. So they name the picture and the particular feature, and then you submit. Okay.
Sir, what about the deadline? Sir,
Yes.
what about the deadline?
Usually, what I do, no, I won't fix deadline. I will get it from the people, because I am not going to take photographs. You people are going to submit, no. You tell me. What is the time required for you people to finish this activity? I am asking you people,